Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading, where we dive into the cards, see what's in store with a message from Spirit. How was your weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? How did you enjoy that moon energy? It's a beautiful one, intense, but like powerful. So I'm going to jump right into the messages here with the cards because I'm just feeling it at the forefront. My guides encouraged me to use tarot first for our theme and then followed by the Awakening Avalon cards. So the first one that came out, and I can completely understand this, especially after the full moon that we had, this is our theme, which is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, again, regardless of how you identify your gender, the Queen of Wands is really someone who knows what they're about. And they stand in their truth and they're not ashamed or afraid to be that, right? The Queen of Wands, back in the day when tarot was created, black cats were seen as like a negative thing. Only witches had black cats. And so that's why this Queen of Wands is sitting there with her cat in front of her, because it's like she's saying, this is who I am and I'm not afraid of it. I'm not going to apologize. I'm also not going to be rude, but I'm going to live my life according to my heart and my passions and my purpose. And so you can see that the kindness is described with the sunflower here in the yellow, but the wands is all about passion and purpose. And anytime you have a king or a queen sitting on a throne means they've accomplished a lot to get there. They've embodied a lot to sit on that throne. And so this is really the energy that Spirit wants us to embrace this week as we look into the next messages, is that Queen of Wands. Standing in your sovereign self, knowing your sovereign truths, and not being ashamed of it, of just being who you are because it's who you are. And you know what's interesting is this pertains so much to today's podcast, which is the evolution of identity. So very curious. So if you want to know a little bit more about that Queen of Wands card energy specifically, definitely check out the podcast today, whether you watch it on here or you listen to it while you're out and about on, Apple Podcasts, whatever any of the audio platforms, Spotify, it's on there. So check that out. Let's see though what the specific messages are right now. Okay, Spirit. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a ton of energy of the sunflower. Okay, now I'm totally not surprised. All right. So this sunflower, again, it really stood out to me. The first card that we have coming out is Talk to the Sun, which is essentially what sunflowers do. Sunflowers will follow in the field the direction of the sun, like they'll turn to follow the sun. So there's a deep connection here to the light within you, that solar consciousness that you have access to when you stand in the energy of the sun. So this is saying really connect to the light of the sun so it can echo within your own personal light. Let it fuel your personal light, your personal passion as that Queen of Wands. We have similar colors in here. Let it fuel you right now. This is a week to fuel up. And in order to fuel up, we need to essentially practice the pause. Take these moments to pause and consider, what are you being drawn to? What are you curious about? What do you want to do? What is your bucket list? And again, that's another thing that was mentioned in the podcast too, and I find that very curious because following this practice the pause card is write it out, right? And write it out says let your thoughts flow. Feel if you are on track and let your thoughts flow. So this is really cool for the start of this week. This means we're really stepping into a week of consciousness, of clarity coming through, of our light shining through, fueling up on that energy. After we move through the energy of that full moon, which was emotional, it's like we have more clarity or zest or passion to move forward. And if you don't know what that is yet, take the time to write it out. Just free write. Just sit down with a piece of paper, blank piece of paper, say to your guides, okay, what is it I need to know? Or say to your higher self, what do I need to know? What are my desires? And just start writing. Some of it you may find comes from what feels like your mind, your brain. Others of it might very much be inspired from Spirit. And it's all about giving that opportunity for it to come through by practicing the pause, letting your thoughts flow, bringing them out on paper, because when you bring them out on paper, Spirit's talking just ahead of me. They're like, you need to actualize it. And that's exactly what I was going to say. It helps you actualize your thoughts when you put them on paper. They now become a part of your reality because they are physically written in ink on a piece of paper, right? So allow your goodness to come through. It's definitely time. So this is a great way to start our Monday. What a beautiful message. Light, goodness, movement forward, support. I hope that helps inspire you guys today. I'm definitely feeling it. So I will leave you guys with that for now. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Definitely check out avalonspirit.com if you are looking to find some guidance through the personal journey guides that we have. If you're needing some help to find who this is within you, the different personal journey guides can definitely help you do that. And as well, I want to say, check out Spirit Coffee Talk on the Avalon Spirit YouTube page as well. You definitely want to subscribe to that. Elise Catherine, Lisa Richmond, and I, we meet weekly and we talk about stuff, things, spiritual things, energies, all of that. So check that out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.